Check the death time in your palm. Check if your death is close and do this immediately. Nobody will die untimely in 2025 if you know this secret. Please, if you are a baby breast sucking Christian who has been dogmatized, indoctrinated with wrong mindset, that there are certain things that is not meant for you to know, please, this video may not be for you. Death time exposed in your palm. By God's grace, in today's video, I wish to share with you symbolically, like continuation of the video I started about how to discover death time in your palm in order to alter it or allow it. Believe me, Bible made us to understand in Psalm 90 verse 12, teach us to number our days that we may apply our heart to wisdom. And not only that, Bible said in Job 32 verse 8, there is a spirit in man, the inspiration of God give them understanding. Whether you like it or not, God has brought us into this world to subdue, dominate, and replenish it. And He has not brought us to pass away like a moron or to pass away like a non-entity. He has brought us to pass like an entity. And if we can make impact in this world, we will not live anyhow, and we will be in charge and control of our destiny. After all, the Bible said in Psalm 82 verse 6, we are God's, all of us are children of Most High. Jesus repeated it in John 10:34 by saying, did I not tell you you are God? And that is what makes man a mortal God on earth. The difference between God and man is that God is immortal God. God cannot die, but man is a God that can die. But in as much as you are a man that can die, that does not mean that you will die anyhow. You have the control of your destiny. That's why I normally say that even though there are 4 elements that brought man into this world, that there is a 5th element nobody knows except in this channel. Anywhere you hear it, my dear, they have stolen it. Just like they stole some of my content. Look, the 5th one is your heart. Whatever you conceive, whatever you imagine, whatever you are thinking, whatever you are feeling, can always come to your reality because your subconscious will absorb it. So even if it is revealed in your palm that is your death time and you feel that you don't want to die, my dear, you can alter it. So if you only follow me to the end of today's video, I'll be sharing with you yet thought-provoking video, thought-provoking information that will actually help you to take charge of your destiny by making sure that you did not die untimely. You quench every arrow of untimely death, and you'll be able to know how to stop it even if you suddenly discover breaks in your lifeline showing that it is time to go. But before then, please give this video a like so that YouTube algorithm will shift it to other people that need it. As you do so, may God bless you. Welcome back to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss 3 important variables which actually help safety and spirituality. In this channel, we pray strategic prayers. We read the word of God in and out. We believe in balance. That's why we do spiritual work. So if this is the very first time you're finding yourself in this beautiful family, you are highly welcome. Please kindly hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. So without wasting time, let's dive in. Before we go ahead into this video, remember that our Waking Mind Spirituality Global Academy is honestly going to begin lectures by first week of February, precisely 1st of February. And believe me, that is one of the best academy you ought to be, because in that academy, you'll be exposed with all the secrets and mystery that is existing in this world. You will understand why Jesus said in John 21 verse 25 that if everything He has done under this earth is written in the book, that the whole book in the world will not contain it. He said, nevertheless, according to John 16:13, now when the Holy Spirit come, He will teach you all truth. You will understand that the 3 years of Jesus under this earth was not enough to expose those mysteries. And that is why you have to come and learn that you as a Christian can take charge of your destiny without actually consulting any negative force and then using it to fight your battles. That some people know it, like the witch doctors and some other evil people know that the devil himself was there at the beginning when God was creating the earth. So he knows all the secret. And that secret is what God wants you to learn in order to take charge of your destiny and help to fulfill the mandate of God in this end time. Because He said, I should go into the world, raise apostolic and prophetic generation, he will use to champion his end time move. Believe me, you wouldn't want to be out of that end time army that God will use to conquer and subdue the entire world. This you can only get the details from our academy. Check the pin comment and check the number on your screen, and in order to get more details, you will notice that I recently changed the former number I was using to advertise it. It's for a purpose. It's me that changed it. For some people that were thinking my phone was hacked, nobody hacked my phone. I changed it for a purpose. So please just chat me on WhatsApp on this matter. Don't go to any other matters because I may not have time to attend to you. So that having been said, let's go to the business of today. You need to understand one thing. If you want to understand and study your palm very well, you need to understand that there is what is called dominant palm and non-dominant palm. Non-dominant palm is that hand that is not active, in the sense that, like, I am a right-handed person, so it means that this is my left hand. It's non-active. I'm not using it often like I use my right hand. There are people that are left-handed. Their non-dominant palm becomes their right hand. Don't mind, you are sitting opposite me watching this video, so somehow you will be seeing this as my right, but this is actually my left. Now, for left-handed persons, their non-dominant palm is always their right hand. Now, that's my left hand exposes all the potentials God blessed me with, and this right hand exposes how I have been using that potential. In other words, please, if you have not seen the previous video before this one, in order to understand it perfectly, comment in the comment section for me to bring it to you, or check the pin comment. If I remember, I'll pin it in this particular video so that you understand this present video. Now, being that this is my lifeline, you can see that my lifeline fall from here till even my list, and very clearly, meaning that I'm not destined to die young by God's grace. Now, that is my destiny. This is what God planned for me. But this is according to how I have been living my life. And see it, by God's grace, it also fall down till He enter my lift, meaning that I am destined to live 100 plus. So what am I telling you? There are some people, you see this lifeline down here, but come here, it cut and along the way. It means that naturally you were destined to live young, but along the line something happened that have to cut your life short, either because of careless lifestyle, not eating a kind of right, and then probably smoking and drinking, or evil arrow, satanic arrow, or over laboring yourself in certain areas with your rest and stress, and then that will now make the lifeline to be shorter. The lifeline in your dominant palm, which is the palm you are using, the hand you are using every time, will now be shorter than this, meaning that this is your destiny, but this is going to be how you are going to end. So in other words, if you want to understand everything about your palm, focus on your dominant palm, the hand you are using steady. If you are left-handed, it means that the left hand is your dominant palm. As I am right-handed, my right hand is dominant palm, so that is what you are focused. But assuming that you are reading a child that is below 5 years, then that time the child has not started using most of the resources God brought that child into this world, you can still read that person with non-dominant palm. Like I know there is a child somebody brought to me. At that time, the child is not up to 5 years. And then she was giving prophecy somewhere that this child is meant to die untimely. So when she brought it, because most of them, they'll give prophecy, but they don't have solution, I shake the palm immediately. I say, it's true. Do this, do this. After that, she now came back. The palm has joined. And then when she went back to the ministry, they say, we are not seeing that arrow of untimely death again. What have you done? So that's by the way. So if a child is below 5 years, you can still read that child with non-dominant palm. But please, note of caution, I don't read palm. Don't come and pay for consultation, and what you are coming for is for me to shake your palm. What I'm saying is that 1 or 2 people have tried it. I don't read palm. That's why I'm teaching you to do it yourself. Know yourself. Know your children and your loved ones by yourself and help them. God said I should go and raise. Season said I should go and become for everyone. No. And that's why I have academy where if you enroll, it's a school. When you enroll in this school, from one stage to the other, another, you get to a stage where you master everything. I'm going to use both diagram, explanation, video, and every necessary tools to give you everything you want. So it's better you learn it yourself. And don't go and give your palm to anybody to read. That is note of caution. Reason is this: somebody can take your destiny from your palm. Everything about your destiny is in your hands. That is why when a newborn baby is giving birth to, you see the baby hold the hands like this. You will not want to be opening because it's trying to preserve the destiny. So if a baby that don't know anything is conscious of preservation of his or her destiny. What about you? So please never you try it, so that somebody will not take your destiny. And don't come to me. Don't snap your palm for anybody. I don't read palm. I'm only teaching you what God enables me to know in order for you to understand and apply it. All right. Now, you need to understand also that before you suffer any sickness, any problem, especially a major breakdown in health, like all this terminal disease, diabetes, stroke, cancer, and so on and so forth, it must reflect in your palm, basically your dominant palm. For instance, whenever you start seeing dots in this smallest finger of your dominant palm, certain dots, unexplainable dots, it doesn't matter the color, know that diabetes is on the way. You have to now mind what you are eating, place yourself on dieting, do everything possible to evacuate sugar in your system so that you will not come down with diabetes. Likewise, when you notice a kind of unusual zigzag, a kind of dot in these three a kind of fingers before this thumb, sometimes it can even reach here and then fall down to even the middle of the palm, you notice not less than 5 different dots. It is a sign that stroke is on the way. So you have to do everything possible to start normalizing your health, rush to the hospital and get some medication. And then if you have stem cell like the product I market, you can take it, because prevention is always better than cure. That is a warning sign in your palm. If you don't do anything about it, you will end up having that particular issue. And then, sorry, I may not go further than that, further than this, but during the academy, I will expatiate it very well. So you have to understand that for every sudden mark, strange sign that appears in this palm, like I normally tell you, it changes from time to time, it's a sign of something. You have to find out what it is and work on it immediately in order not to come down with that particular sickness or not to die untimely. So as I am saying, the health line is line that actually runs from the base of the thumb to your list. The truth is that most people, when you look at it, it is not clear at all because of certain manipulations that we are manipulating the health, including our own personal manipulation based on our feeding. There are some people, like one of my child like this, her own is very, very clear. There are some people you see their own very clear, while some people you see it very, very faint, and then still come together today based of the list. All these things a kind of join together to form your lifeline. That if you see it faint, you now begin to restructure your diet. You can visit your dietitian or visit the hospital. They will give you special diet that will start improving your health. You can study the health history of your family to know the things that they have suffered and know how you will be able to run away from it. For example, if your family have history of diabetes, have history of high blood pressure, you now know how to adjust your meal in order to ensure that you don't really suffer some of these things. That's why one of the product I market that is called stem cell is very, very relevant, in the sense that stem cell is a new breakthrough in medical science, which from a kind of discovery, they find out that whatever that is wrong with us is tied to the cells. That if you want to be free from every form of problems and don't have anything that is called terminal disease, you need to cure the cells. That, for instance, for somebody to be suffering from diabetes, it simply means that the islets of Langerhans of pancreas, a particular thing in the pancreas, has damaged. No matter how you take medical drugs, there is limit to what will happen. That is what leads to life drugs. But when you start taking stem cell, because it's taken from under the tongue, from sublingual, it goes into the body, search every cell that is not performing, especially that particular pancreas, and repair that islets of Langerhans. And that is what will happen. Then that leads to the fact that in the long run, the person becomes free from diabetes. And that's the same thing that happened to certain growths like fibroid. You notice that fibroid comes, one of the reasons that brought it is oversecretion of one of the hormones, because there are two secondary hormones that nurtures woman secondary characteristics, which are progesterone and estrogen. Once there is oversecretion of estrogen at the expense of progesterone, then growth is bound to occur in form of fibroids, cysts, and other things. When you start taking the stem cell too, you notice that those particular secretion normalizes, and when you uproot the root of a problem, the problem will not have any choice but to go away. So this is one reason why you need to understand your health, visit your doctor, let the doctor readjust your meal this year in order to live a healthy, happy, and longevity life. Now, any form of breaks in your lifeline simply indicates sudden change which may come as a result of illness, may come as a result of accident, and may come as a result of sudden death. That is why it is optional compulsory you study your lifeline in order to avoid any of this, especially when you want to take certain steps, you want to undertake a long journey, you want to do certain a kind of risky job. First of all, look at your lifeline and know whether you are going to come out of it. For example, on Christmas Day, it was on news that a man went to repair something in the NEPA light, that's Nigeria, and then the person was electrocuted. If that person is grounded and knows spirituality, before going for such risky venture, he will check the lifeline. Once there is a sharp cut there, don't undertake it. He wouldn't have undertaken it, and he would still be alive by now. God did not brought us into this world to die carelessly like animals. No, 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 no. We are meant to live long, bless our progenitors, and live like a kings we are. But for we are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and a peculiar people. We'll be able to bless our descendants, just like Jacob. Despite the fact that he has been liberated from supplanting, he still supplanted at the last. When he wanted to bless the children of Joseph, Ephraim and Manasseh, he still swerved his hand like this. Even when the son was telling him, "Oh, daddy, that this one is the eldest, he's supposed to be the one you place the right hand on," he say, "I know." Probably because of how they took care of him when he was with him in that Egypt, or maybe because of their character, and then maybe because of what happened between him and Esau. He knows that there is people that are supposed to continue the patriarchal right and patriarchal blessing that is not just meant for anybody behaving anyhow. He swerved his hand. If you want to have that opportunity to live very long, so much so that you know when you are demising from this world, and be able to bless your children and then give them pattern words. For example, one of it is that he should not be buried in that particular Egypt. He must be taken back home. Then you have to study your lifeline, understand it very well, and know the best strategy to apply in order to ensure that you live long and then avoid any form of a untimely death. Now, to avoid untimely death, or when you notice this sudden cut in your lifeline, because spiritual rules the physical, you need to tackle it spiritually before you start going to the hospital to look at it maybe from physical point of view. You must do this immediately. You have to get a local egg. This one is preferably local egg. But where you are living, you can't get a local egg. Well, find organic egg that is laid by fowl, that is not egg that is manufactured in factory. But if your opportunity to get local egg is the best, when you get this local egg, be the way you come into this world, early in the morning before you talk to anyone, you now begin to cleanse yourself, declare that I am removing every arrow of death, because egg represents life, it represents transformation, it represents renewal, it represents new beginning, it represents regeneration, it represents fertility, it represents productivity. You now pray and so God, the creator of the universe, that when you wanted to deliver the children of Israel, he asked Moses, "What do you have in your hand?" That this is what I want. I don't know where this arrow of death is coming to me, but as I cleanse myself today, that I wipe away every satanic arrow of death, every arrow of untimely death, every arrow of sicknesses, every climate of death and dying over my life, I wipe it away. You cleanse your front, you cleanse your back, you cleanse your left, you cleanse your right, and then you now from your left to the right, anti-clockwise, like you are removing your head from that spirit of death. You now round it east, west, north, and sound 4 times, declaring that untimely death is not for you. I refuse to die in the name of Jesus. You now go out to any 4 road junction, smash it and go back without looking back. If you are living in abroad, you want this work to be better. Even if you have done it agric egg, get any of your relative, give them your picture, let them do the cleansing on your picture with local egg, and let them smash it at 4 road junction. You must do this one at 4 road junction. By God's grace, that arrow of death will be taken away. Remember that when you are now going to smash it, get fertility leaf. It separates you from all evil. Those evil causing that untimely death will be removed from you. You boil enough quantity of fertility leaf with cloves, 16 pieces of clove stick. I know that then every one of us know what is clove. Then you add the salt. Once you come back from smashing it, use it to have a cleansing bath. Allow that water to dry in your body without toweling your body, without rubbing cream. It's somebody that is healthy, that is looking for beauty. And then do that cleansing bath for the next 7 good days. Within that time, be looking at your hand. You only do the egg breaking once, do the bath 7. Whilst you're doing it, be checking your palm. You see that your lifeline has come back. Remember that when you see it, when you're about to travel, cancel that particular journey. And then you need to understand the depth and clarity of this line. When the line are deep, he believes that it is healthy. But if it is faint and fragmented, it suggests a shorter lifeline. Markings and symbol on this particular lifeline. If you leave every other person and every other place, and there are some markings and symbol on this lifeline, it means something. Like sometimes you will see cross, you will see circles, you will see star. They all mean certain things in your life, which time will fail me to explain here. When people that are going to do this in the academy gets to that bridge, we are going to cross it, because we will sit down and study you very well, and you will be able to also ask your questions. So this is just like a tip of an iceberg. Please take care of your health, because by God's grace, nobody will ever die untimely in this particular channel. Neither will any of our relative die. That is the main purpose of this particular video, to erase every mark of untimely death. Go and enjoy healthy life. So my dear, if you have not subscribed to be part of this family, what are you waiting for? Kindly smash that red subscribe button and the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. Comment on this video, share it widely to everyone. My share be helping a lot of people. As you do so, may God bless you. So with this, I say enjoy your day. Bye bye.